Hey yo, what's good y'all? It's your boy Rayo. So how are y'all doing today? Yo, happy Thanksgiving everybody. I hope y'all had a prosperous Thanksgiving. I hope y'all ate some good ass food. Y'all are living y'all's best life. You know, your favorite football team won their games. I hope y'all just had a good ass time out there, man. I hope y'all having a good holiday. All that good shit. Yo, your boy's chilling though. Today we're gonna be playing the Super Mario World ROM hack because I have shit to talk about. Y'all know exactly what the fuck is up when I play Super Mario World ROM hack. I always have shit to talk about, like when I do these, right? So this game is called Sonic, and I want to keep it kind of Sonic themed for this. Y'all know how like the last few times I did a ROM hack, it was Sonic themed, and I just want to keep that going. This game right here is actually kind of garbage, but if you'd like to try it out, it will be in the description of this video. This game is pretty rare too, you know. It's hard to find this game. So I actually have like a link for it if you're interested in it, but I promise you it's ass. But anyway, let's get this shit started. Yeah, the topic of this video, you seen the title, the end of an era. You know, truly the end of an era, man. What does that mean? Am I ending my channel here? What are you talking about, Rob? What the fuck is going on? Stop playing with this. Actually, with the topic of this video coincides, it associates with this little mini-series in so many different ways. Like everything, the reason that I started this Mario World ROM hack series was because of my job. Like I want to talk about that. I want to vent about that a little bit, as well as other things, but most of the time it was about my job and like bullshit going on there, right? So it's just ironic that this last video is gonna be about my job. And let's just say this series is coming full circle. That's basically like it's coming full circle. It ends here because I quit my job working there. Like 6 years of employment there. I decided to throw in the towel and all that good shit. And I kind of want to talk about my experiences with it and you know all that good shit. Advice for y'all. Just all kind of stuff. You know, I'm gonna try and make this as short as possible. But yeah, man, look, 6 years of working there, and people already ask me like, how do I feel about that? I'm not doing this, fuck that. People already ask me, how do I feel about, you know, working there for 6 years, and then suddenly you're out, you're just done. Like, how does that feel? Well, I'm personally indifferent on it, because for a while I just kind of felt like the job was dead to me a bit. I was just kind of over it. I had no emotion for the job. I wasn't invested or interested in working there. I just kind of kept it. Like, it sort of fit this idea that I had going on for a bit. Keep in mind I worked 3 jobs, or I was working 3 jobs. Technically I do now, because I already replaced this job I'm talking about. Yeah, I had this sort of idea, like, my main job. I work 8 to 5 or whatever, you know, work all day. And then I get off that job and go work to this job, Office Depot. 5:30 to 9:30 is usually what that would end up being. And what started to happen with the job was that my main job started demanding more time from me. So this job that I'm talking about, my main job with the bakery, is basically me. We basically have to be sort of our own managers. We don't have a manager there. We just kind of we just have to like take care of ourselves. Like we know what we have to do, and we have to do it to the best of our abilities. We have to carry our own weight, etc., etc. So my workload can be kind of crazy some days. Keep that in mind. And I have to manage my time. I have to be my own manager, you know. And what would happen a lot of times, one, they would kind of keep me there a little longer than I want to. Like right now, yeah, they would take all my time up. They gave me a schedule, but a lot of times it would be like, nah, you have to stay till your work's done. Well, that was the case at first, but then it was like they let me like decide what I want to do, and I would decide to stay. And I would decide, you know what, I'm gonna stay, get my work done, because if I come back tomorrow, this shit's gonna be double the work I have to do. It just piles up. It's crazy. It really is. I'm not bullshitting. This job started to demand more time, and then it got to the point where Office Depot, my boss called me in, like, like what keep in mind, I'd only work there like maybe once a week. Like, it was like at this point, like what I'm talking about now, like I was only working like maybe 3 hours a week, you know, some bullshit. And that's another reason I quit the job, because like it was just, you know, it was just there at that point. Yikes. Okay. Dude, it's fucking stage, man. But working there, my boss decided, yo, you have to decide, like, right now. I need you to decide, are you gonna, like, my attendance was getting bad, because, again, the other job was demanding too much time. It became a conflict of interest. It was basically I had to decide between the two jobs, and I'm gonna choose the job that's giving me 40 hours and like almost double the pay. Like, I'd be stupid not to, right? But yeah, my boss at that job, he was like, I need you to decide right now, like, are you gonna show up on time? Like, you can't be late anymore, you can't miss any more days, etc, or I'm gonna have to let you go. And right then and there, I guess it was anger. I don't want to say it was anger, but it was something I felt. And I was just like, you know what? Yeah, I quit. like, I guess consider this my 2 weeks, because that's what he ended up doing. Like, kept me for 2 more weeks and then let me go. But what was I saying? Yeah, I was just like, this job's kind of a joke to me now, you know. Like, I worked here 6 years, and like I gave them a really specific thing. I gave them sort of a availability, and they were still fucking up with it. They didn't know what the fuck. They couldn't understand simple, like, the shit I explained to them. So I would actually miss days because they put me on days I said I couldn't work, right? So sure, fuck y'all for that. But they just weren't getting it at that point. And I was just like, this job's a joke. Like, y'all only schedule me like 5 hours, 3 hours a week. Like, I told y'all I could work up to 20 a week. Like, my availability wasn't bad. I was just like, schedule me at night or, you know, early mornings or something. Just don't do it around these times, like when I'm at my other job. And what would they do? Give me 3 hours a week, like 6 to 9 on a Saturday night or some bullshit. And yeah, man. That's basically what happened with that. And I'm just like, I got tired of that, you know, going back and forth with them on that. But all I gotta say about like these kind of jobs for people young, you know, some of y'all might be young, you're getting into the workforce, you go into work in the retail. Look, all I gotta say to y'all, man. Okay, let me just get through this part real quick. But don't let a job ever put you in a compromising position. Y'all don't deserve that. I did it for years because I didn't know. Like, I guess I knew better, but not really. I knew better, but it didn't take me till I was like a bit older to really just suddenly feel that way. Cause like I got out of high school. I was in college and doing that job. You know, that was probably around the time I was doing YouTube when I started. 40 hours a week, 30 hours a week actually. And then I quit school and just worked there 40 hours. And then slowly but surely the hours started dwindling, you know. Over time I stopped getting my 5 to 2 a.m. like 5 a.m.s to 2 p.m.s. Started working nights. I'd have to work nights to get hours. I'd have to work weekends only to get hours, you know. It put me in a really stupid position. Like, it made me feel like I wasn't being respected in a way. Cause like, oh well, if you only want to give me hours on the weekends, then that just shows the value like that you see in me. Okay, fuck you. Yeah, so I felt like if I can only get hours on a Saturday or a Sunday, like like the only, like, if I have to work 12 to 9 and like 10 to 7 on weekends just to make like a decent amount of money for the week, then like I'm not respected, you know. if payroll's only gonna be good at these times for my position, if it's only gonna be good like during vacations, then like holidays, then I don't need to work here. I really don't. Like, but I didn't feel that way for a bit because like, and I was just kind of chilling. And this is something else I want to say really quick. This year, since I started this other job, dude, I've made so many I guess positive changes. Like this year was such a wake-up call for me because my car broke down, and I was like, okay, what happened to it was like a $3,000 job to fix it. Like either that or I buy a new car, and that's still like a handful of money, right? It was a big wake-up call. Like my car broke down. I didn't know what the fuck to do. I wasn't prepared. I didn't have money saved. I couldn't save because like I only make this amount of money from my job. Like we need a P-switch. Hang on. Yeah, I couldn't like prosper from the job. Like I didn't even realize until I started working a grown man job, you know. Like I couldn't do anything. I couldn't invest in myself, in my like once I got this job, I immediately had money. I could pay the bills. I got my car fixed in like a couple months because it paid that well. It took me all year just from that one job to make $1,000. Like it took me until like maybe July, so that was like 7 months to have $1,000 in my pocket, and it only took me 2 more months just working my other job to get 2 more thousand. Like maybe more than that. Like let's say like 2,500 to get that much money and finally have my car back. It just showed like how Office Depot had kept me in this position of, alright, this game for some reason keeps making my emulator crash. I'm not really sure. It's just this game it does that with. I know it's this game for being a piece of shit. What was I saying? Office Depot kept me in this sort of, I guess, I don't want to say like a comfort zone. It did that, but it also kept me in this, this paradox, I guess, or something. Like, I couldn't do anything. Like, I had to sort of live, like, make the same amount of money. I didn't get, like, pay raises or anything, like, crazy. So I was stuck in the same position for like years. I didn't even really realize. And that's why this year I became like really like more like, granted, in those years I did make some moves. Like I bought a brand new car, I got a new computer, a gaming computer. I did some things. I can't discredit myself that much. But compare it, like none of it compares to just the small amount of time that I've actually made things happen for myself. One, I got my credit fucking taken care of. I got my car back. That was like 2 huge things in their own rights. Yeah, there's so many things I've done in that little bit of time. Yeah. So that job basically kept me in like this sort of loop. I couldn't actually prosper. I was just stuck in what would you say, catch-22 or something, you know, vicious cycle type shit, the infinity loop, all that kind of stuff, you know. So that it was, I didn't really realize it. Like I could be making more money. Money equals what would I say? Money equals moves, like power moves. You want to get a new car, you want to get your own house, you want to have kids, you know, start a family, you want to get your credit right to buy a house. You want to do all these things in life. Time moves fast. And that's why this year when I got this job, I immediately had like this sort of constant flow of income. I knew exactly how much I'd make every single week because I worked the same exact hours every week. So I could plan around my money so much easier. Like even if I just worked that job, it would still be really easy just to plan my money around it. Like I knew exactly what I'd be doing every single week. And that's just, I guess that's why like adults, like once you get on that level with a real job, you get to make your moves, you know, you get to do what you need to do. And yeah, it feels really good because like I can be like, okay, I want to do this week. Like I can actually do things. I can plan around my money, and it feels fucking. It builds your confidence. I've always had sort of a confidence, but I have like this sort of. I have a newfound confidence. That's basically how I feel. Like I really do feel like I'm someone in society right now. You know, I've always felt something like that, but the fact that I'm just like doing what a grown-up does, like a real grown-up does, I feel much more confident about myself, and it shows because like I'm with this girl and she tells me like I guess she can feel the sort of confidence, like it's rubbing off on me on her or something. She says, I don't know, dude, but let me just say, don't stick with a retail job just to like for temporary money. Find something that you can start your life around, you know. Find that consistent job. It doesn't have to be the greatest amount of pay. Just make sure that's consistent, you know, the money that you're gonna get so that you can plan around it, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, because on Twitter I was talking about it a little bit, but Jesus Christ, can I not platform today? Yeah, man, look. All I gotta say, I feel the most confident. Okay, fuck this little worm thing, dude. Fuck out of here, kid. All I gotta say, look. Confidence. You get confidence from things like this. People sense confidence in you, you know. I haven't. I never was the type to be able to be confrontational with people or like even like look people in the eye when I need to say something. All that started happening this year. People respect the fuck out of that, dude. I didn't really realize it, but when you can look a person in the eye when you talk to them, and you can say this and that, like you know how to talk, people respect you. Like, if you can talk to someone and keep that eye contact with them and have that confidence in your voice when you say something, you can basically be the sort of leader. Like they believe. If you believe in yourself, they believe in you too. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but they sense that shit. You could lead them. Like, I guess they sort of fall in line when you have that confidence and that. I don't know the words to describe it, but I basically feel I'm starting to feel that a little bit, and it feels good. So like, there's so much that I've prospered just from, you know, getting rid of this job. I can't put it any other way. It feels great. But that's pretty much. I don't want to make this video too long. We'll do one more stage. Why don't we? Yeah, y'all deserve better. Another thing, like, I guess I can also say some other tips. Like, I gave up social media, and that feels fucking great. Like, you wouldn't think. Oh my god. Dropping social media, I'm doing more things that, like, I'd always say, like if I'm with my friends, they're, like, talking about a movie, like, yeah, I want to watch that one day, like, I want to rewatch that, or, what else is there, like, oh, this video game, I really want to replay that, or, oh, I want to go tint my windows for my car, or try this food place. When I drop social media, I'm doing more of that kind of stuff. I'm actually, I guess, sort of like fulfilling more things in my life. It's kind of crazy, but y'all should try it. Y'all really should. Like, I think this is a maze or something, but y'all should go ahead and try that. Like, I don't want to push my living style, my ideals on y'all, but I mean, it's only positive things I'm saying here. And if you feel like you're just not doing enough in life, like you're not, I don't know, like maybe, like social media. I found that I used it when I had a lot of downtime. Like when I was it just filled in, like, in between the cracks of time. I would just be like chilling or something, and Jesus Christ, fuck out of here. I'd just be chilling, I'd just start looking at my phone, then 40 minutes pass, an hour passes. I just had that time to do things, man. Look, it was, yeah, man. But when you stop doing that kind of stuff, you stop making that a habit. you start having more time to do more of the things you say you want to do and all that kind of stuff. Because when you say things like, oh, I want to, fuck that guy for that, by the way, but when you say things like, oh, like someone brings up a movie, you're like, oh, I've been wanting to watch that movie, or I've been wanting to do this or that, you know, try this food place. You're more saying that it's like subconsciously, like you don't, I don't know, you don't really mean it, like you don't mean to say it per se. It's just your brain, like it knows what you want to do, but you don't do it. So like when you start doing those things, like it really does feel good, because like it's not really something you're thinking about, but like it's there. You've been wanting to do it, and it feels good to just like satisfy yourself in a way. I don't know, dude. But yeah, man. If y'all need like any kind of inspirational tips or anything, that's why I'm here, dude. I like being inspirational. That's sort of what I want to be for my friends. They always think I'm too preachy and stuff, but I mean, someone has to do it, right? I want to be the DJ Khaled of everyone's friendship. Okay, I'm done with this game. Alright, y'all, but yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. It is really ironic that everything sort of fell out this way. It is ironic. You know, I didn't plan on quitting this job or doing anything, but it's all sort of coming together. This channel is all sort of coming together. It's wrapping up all together in one, like the end of an era, you know. When I'm done with this channel, I've always said in life just to look forward. I always just start to look forward. So now that I'm done with that job, I'm never looking back. As when I'm done with YouTube, I'm never looking back, you know, on the bigger and better things. But it is cool that this is all in one big era, and it's all coming together. It's all wrapping up together, and that's all I gotta say right there. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. Again, happy Thanksgiving. Y'all know how much I love y'all. Appreciate everything, and peace.